Hello and welcome to another edition of Uncle Alex's Record Librarium, where we listen to some of the records that I've been collecting for hundreds and hundreds of years. Before I get started, my friend Eduardo, who always has some helpful feedback for me about my videos, I think he's trying to guide me to stardom, and he had some feedback saying that, I needed to have something that I said every time, something at the end of my video that I said every time so people would remember me. And I was like, no, that's ridiculous. I'm not going to do that. But then I thought about it, and I think that I actually am starting to always say the same thing, only I feel like I've just started adopting the same sign-off that Marria Menounos uses at the end of her movies when you go to the movies at Regal Cinema. And so I don't want people to get me mixed up with Marria Menounos, so I've come up with my own sign-off that I will use at the end of the video, so stay tuned. That should keep you watching, right? Anyway, today I'm going to feature an artist I'm excited to have discovered just a few months ago. I went on a little weekend getaway to the town of Port Townsend, and there's an antique store there that has a booth full of records in the basement. And I was looking through them, and I found this record. Okay, sorry, I have some notes, and I forgot where I put them. But I was looking through the records, and I found a 1975 record, this 1975 record called Marria by Afric Simone. And at first, they don't have a listening station there, so I was like, you kind of have to judge a book by its cover and decide if you're going to pay $10 for something that you haven't listened to. And when I saw the cover, I was like, it kind of looks like Hee Haw, so I wasn't really sure if I wanted to spend $10. But then I flipped the record over, and then I was like, okay, it's mine. And I bought it. And when I got home and listened to it, it was so good that I basically went online and ordered anything I could get my hands on that Afric Simone had ever released. A lot of the albums released in different countries, and they have some of the same songs with different cover on the album cover, though, so I had to kind of poke around and make sure that I wasn't buying the same record 3 times with different covers. But I have a bunch of it now, and I can't believe no one ever told me about Afric Simone before. A little bit about him. I have some notes I'm going to refer to here. His full name is Henrique Joachim Simone. He was born in 1939. He's 86 years old. He's from Mozambique, but his father was from Brazil, and he lived in Brazil until he was 9. He speaks German, English, Portuguese, French, Spanish, and various African languages, according to Wikipedia. Most of his songs are in Swahili with bits of other languages in them. He's still performing. He performed most recently mentioned on the internet in December of 2023. He was very popular at first in South America, especially Brazil, and then he was a hit in England and France and all over Europe, Eastern Europe, Russia, and Western Europe, all through the 70s and early 80s. And of course, he wasn't popular, and no one's ever heard of him pretty much in the United States of America. It says that he also pioneered the arts of breakdancing and beatboxing, as you can see in some of his 1970s performances. Anyway, so I dug up a bunch of his albums. They're all really good. The one I'm going to feature here is one from 1981, and it was released in Greece. It's called Marria, Sexy Bomba du Paris. And the song is Barracuda. Here's the cover, and here's the cover here too. This song it was released in Europe, I guess, and it wasn't as big of a hit as they thought it would be, but I think it's amazing. Let's go through it on the turntable. Anyway, I have to figure out how to show me dancing while the record's playing without moving the camera all over the place. I don't know. Maybe later we'll figure out how to do that. Anyway, it's great. I love it. What do you guys think? Who has grown up listening to Afric Simone, and how popular was he in the countries that you're in, if you ever end up watching this video? Anyway, I'm glad I discovered him. Thank God for Port Townsend, for the antique store, and for his discography. I think it's wonderful. So anyway, let me know what you think, and until next time, be nice to each other and try not to break any records.